The world is fast heating up and the consequences can be seen across the globe, even in the remotest of places. In this report, we look at how an aviator is racing against time to photograph all of Earth's glaciers as the rise in temperatures is melting away huge masses of ice. Take a look.
The Arctic, an ocean of ice, clean air and azure blue skies, boosting a pristine environment. But with the constant rise in temperatures, this pristine environment is losing its glaciers. A pilot named Gareth Fisher is now on a mission to capture their sublime beauty before they are gone forever.
To save these for future generations. So think 100 or 200 years, most of them will be gone or severely curtailed. So I'm photographing an experience we have available for us in what I consider to be the most expedient, cost-effective, time-effective way. So future generations can see something that will certainly be gone.
Wide satellite images have provided decades of data for the scientists. Fisher says that they're too remote, two-dimensional. So the 41-year-old upstate New York native glides low and slow over the glaciers in his restored 1965 single-engine Piper Super Cub, recording what he calls nature's crown jewels in all their majesty. He first became aware that the world's glaciers were shrinking in the late 1990s. The self-taught photographer has been haunted by them ever since. Fisher has spent years documenting glaciers in North America and Europe. He recently shifted his focus to Scandinavia, spending this past summer in the skies above Norway. According to data from the European Environmental Agency, the Alps, for example, have lost about half their volume since 1900, with the most evident acceleration of melting happening since the 1980s. And the glacier retreat is expected to continue in the future as well. EEA's estimates say that by 2100, the volume of European glaciers will continue to decline between 22 and 84%, and that's a moderate scenario. More aggressive modeling suggests that up to 89% could be lost.
We have a record of observations of small glaciers in settled areas, particularly in the Alps and Norway and New Zealand. And from those records we know that glaciers were considerably longer in the past, during the Little Ice Age, 150 years ago. And since then the glaciers retreated, and that's a consequence of climate change.
The slow demise of glaciers is a problem that transcends aesthetics or even the glaciers themselves. A rise in sea level of about 15 centimeters around the globe during the past century is due in large part to glacier melt, which sets that ticking clock running and has gotten Gareth Fisher moving. It might be counterintuitive to document the effects of climate change from the cockpit of a gas-powered carbon dioxide-emitting airplane. But Fisher does other things to lessen his carbon footprint, noting that his car is a hybrid and that his home has been powered by hydraulic energy for years. So before the glaciers become history, the pilot's goal is to make a record for future generations of a natural landscape that is on present reckoning, in danger of disappearing. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.